So the UCL week 3 was a blast. The big boys showed why they were the big boys. Real Madrid, they struggled, came from behind to win. Arsenal won again as usual. We didn't concede. City won. All the respectable top sides, they won. And you, as usual, you can't relate to what we are saying, but you're just joining us here on set.
I've been to
You're just joining us here on set. Don't tell us what you've been to. Tell us what you are going through. You are going through a relegation battle, and that's the reality. That's your reality right now. Anyway, let's talk about the UCL so far. I remember when we were having this discussion before the start of the tournament, and we were like divided in our opinions on whether the league, this league Swiss format is a good one or a bad one. But so far, I think I'm enjoying it. What about you?
I'm not enjoying it.
Why?
I'm just not enjoying it.
Why are you not
Because I'm a
enjoying it?
hater. I'm not enjoying it.
Oh, you're not even there. Zini, please give us your as someone who is playing, please.
I think I'm enjoying it. I like it.
Even the fact that they beat that Leo beat you guys.
Yes, it happens because it sort of gave especially the debutants and the new teams, maybe we'll say the little ones in quotes, a chance. You look at how the table is, look at how Brest is doing quite well, even Stuttgart. Normally, if it was the
and
group,
Villa, as at the time of recording this video,
Villa is
top.
Like, so if it was the normal group, the normal different groups where it's not like a league phase, the big boys know how to start very fastly. They know how to sort of, and I feel there is a fear from the smaller teams in quotes because they are looking at the group and like, would they just sort of surrender and already giving that first position to those bigger teams. But this time, any team is there for the taking because I won't be facing you home and away. Once I come to your home, I have to take my chances. If I'm at home, I have to make sure that I also take my chance. So I like it. I think it's been a bit unpredictable because no one saw some things that happened. They tell me that Villa will go on an unbeaten run till now in the Champions League. I don't think I would have seen that possible.
Do you know the only league that is not represented in the top 8?
God League.
La Liga.
Oh, that's true. Madrid are 12th, I think, right? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Madrid started that.
Atletico.
Those
Yeah,
are-
all
those
the
are-
way at the back.
They are always at the back.
But you know what league has 2 teams here? There.
Ligue 1.
Oh, don't worry.
But the only thing, I think it's like two sides of a coin for me. I like the fact that somebody like normally if we're to see Bayern and City in their respective teams, we know that they will just slap everybody.
We don't know that
Even if they
first
lose one
position
game,
is taken.
we know that the first position is sure for them. But I don't like the fact now that you could win a lot of games and it might not count because it's a team like Man City will catch Sparta and give them 5. So goal difference now is beginning to matter too much.
But you know what? I don't even like about
And
the
I
format.
don't, yeah.
I'm not just a hater. I actually don't like this about the format. So you are playing all these many games, 8 games.
Yeah.
To eliminate out of 36 teams to eliminate 12.
Yeah, to eliminate 12.
That's like, see how poorly PSG are playing and they can still qualify.
They can qualify from 9 to 16.
playoffs.
If it was group stage and they had lost like maybe 2 games, you already know that.
If you said that only 8 teams are coming out or only 16 teams are coming out direct, nothing like playoffs or anything. It's a lot. But now you can actually finish 23rd and you still get to play playoffs.
But still, that's the beauty of it.
Why are you finishing 23rd and getting rewarded?
We've seen some Champions League games where, before this format, where some teams sort of perform poorly during the group stages, even when they qualify. But we'll see them go ahead to make it to the final.
And even if you perform poorly, you must finish top 2. That's the
not that you can.
I understand what
you
you're
can
saying.
finish
But I'm
24th.
saying you look at still the same teams. There are some groups you see
for you to finish second.
No, understand the point I'm trying to
teams.
make now. There are some groups that we see and we say it's very easy, and these teams will still make it to the group stage. There are some we see and we say it's a group of death.
Yeah.
And this team find a way to still make it there. It's still evenly poised. The only difference now that we are seeing more games. But me, I like it because because if you look at it now, during the knockout phases, meaning some big teams will get to face themselves. Some smaller teams will also try to do that underdog story again that we normally would see in the Champions League. I don't think there's anything
I
bad
think the
from
format actually eliminates underdog stories because
eliminate underdogs because
by the time you get to the playoffs,
that is where the underdogs will go out.
If you are saying
Exactly.
it
try so hard
And they
and
meet
make playoffs.
PSG.
But
Yeah.
wait, if you are saying it eliminates
No, to
underdogs,
eliminate the underdogs.
but we are already seeing
So-
it in the group stages.
Yeah.
We've seen Lille.
Yeah.
They also defeated. They defeated.
And they defeated Real Madrid, but
Have we not seen other teams do
they are,
that?
this is just like the 3rd week. It's not even still starting.
Their reward for that could be that they will not enter playoffs and jam Real Madrid again.
Even if, but at least their reward is that they're able to still make it to the knockout stages now.
It's just a playoff.
It's still the same thing.
It's just playoff.
At some point, you still have to make it to the knockout stages.
If we were in a group and they had Atletico and one other team or something, and they won 2 of the games that they just won of that magnitude, they are already almost assured of making the round of 16.
Yeah, but even now they are still not assured. After defeating Real Madrid,
they can still finish 22nd.
No, that's the thing. If they finish, they'll still.
And they'll go and face a tough knockout.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can even win all your games by 1 goal, and you will not finish in the top 8.
But
you might win all your games by 1. Somebody might even draw. Somebody might draw, but because you won 2 games like 5-0,
and what makes it worse is
that have you seen? But on the
playoffs are seeded 9th to 16th. They can't face themselves. So if the top teams are in 9th to 16th and the underdogs are in 17 to 24,
they will eliminate.
They now have to go and face those same. If it was random, I would understand. But it means that 2 small teams can face themselves after struggling to enter 24.
But we know that if it was still a small, let's say it was still that same group, I don't think we would have seen Atletico in that position that they had to.
No, Atletico have been struggling.
They've been struggling.
They've been struggling. But
why wouldn't they be in that position?
They always make it. They still make it to the quarters.
They will still be in the same position.
They still make it to the quarters. We keep saying they are struggling. They still find a way to make it to the quarters. So that's the thing. So I'm just saying, I feel we should just let this season wrap up. Then from there we can have the best way to say if this one is not nice or this is nice. Because Brest is doing well. If it was a normal group stage, I don't think Brest too would have gotten to that level. Because if you look at their group too, it's not as difficult.
To be fair, they faced Leverkusen, who was supposed to beat them.
Yes, but that's the biggest of the tax. But if we are going to face
Real Madrid, Atletico survived. Monaco faced Barcelona.
So that's the
only thing I sort of like is that I think mentality-wise, psychologically, the so-called underdogs, they are going out without fear. Because they are looking at the format and they are saying, we just have to manage top 16. We just have to manage top 16. Even if we don't win, just draw. Manage top 16 and we can squeeze in our way. But you know that in a group, if Lille were to be in a group with Real Madrid, you know that if we beat Real Madrid, they will slap us in the second leg. They will be afraid.
But you know there is no second.
But you know that now you don't chop.
There is no second leg.
You know, at the end of the day, Sha, I'll tell you that the final 4 teams in this competition, the final 8 teams that will be left, will still be the big boys.
Of course now. But I think there will be a shock. I think there will be one shock thing.
Let's let this group stage finish. Then we'll see how the team would end.
After 3 games, can you give us like maybe your updated top 8? Size you think will finish in the top 8?
Top 8. I think, well, more indications, Real Madrid, Arsenal.
Do you think Villa will do it?
I think they can.
I think Villa will still be there.
Because I don't think their fixtures are that difficult.
They've played many, I think
Bayern.
The biggest was Bayern and they got to win it. So
that win against Bayern helps them. I think they just need probably 2 more wins.
They've not even considered though.
Yes.
Wow.
I think they need just probably 2 more wins. Yeah. That takes them to 15 points out of 24. They get maybe 2 draws. In fact, 2 more wins should get them there.
Actually do it.
So it should be more than enough for them.
Now Emery is doing a great job. Good job for that. But let's talk about the week though.
Yeah. No, I know, and one thing I like about the only thing I've enjoyed is that every week we are seeing at least some blockbuster games to look forward to. If you look at next game week now, game week 4 in Champions League, we're already going to see PSG, Atletico, Inter, Arsenal, Liverpool, Leverkusen. Then Real Madrid take on AC Milan as well. So I think every game week we are seeing those kind of big fixtures, and it adds more drama to it.
Definitely, but the main thing now is for teams because the big teams that sort of started in a bad spot are now trying to get the points. Remember how Barca started; it didn't look all rosy, but now the points are coming for them and all of it. So it's how the games go by. Real Madrid, I would still say that comeback I think is enough to push them going for, because that slip against Lille, no one saw it coming. That was like a bad week for the for people when it has.
And isn't it funny? PSG are the worst performing French team.
Fair enough.
So far.
So
and the others are
from a betting perspective,
Atletico.
Have you been more successful? Like, let's say 3 games into last Champions League, the Cottons have been crazy.
It's not been friendly.
The Cottons are
unlike other.
Arsenal denied me.
I think that's the difference between the group stages and this league format.
Before they were more predictable,
right?
They
were very predictable.
Very straightforward.
Yeah.
They're very predictable, but now it's...
In one game week, I can just say Haaland to score, Lewandowski to score. This was fire 5 shots. Well,
yeah, it was very straightforward. Yeah.
But now you could get it right, but one game just makes it...
One game will just ruin
the whole thing.
But corners seem to be looking good. Anyway.
It's getting bad now.
It's getting bad.
I did a corner slip on Tuesday. Yeah. And it was just Arsenal's one corner that was left. Whoa. Every other one, 7.5.
The one I did, I think that's 2 days ago. It's just, I think the AS Roma game was just...
I've told you guys to look into the gospel of cards market. Look into the gospel of under 6 or 7.5 cards. Just study the game that you know is going to be closely contested. And put it
like that Lazio game that you put.
It was clear. They closed on the Champions game. Yeah, the Champions gave them like 3 yellows. They started fighting. Yeah. So, but this is the idea here. If Man City are playing, I will not do under 6.5 corners because they will pass the ball around so much. The opposition will get tired sooner or later and start making silly fouls. Yeah. But in a game that you know that, okay, these guys are naturally not so rough, but you can't do that now I can't do that for Real Madrid Atletico.
Yeah.
You know that's always the first
and you cannot do that for Getafe.
I can't do that for Getafe. I can't even do that for El Clasico.
Yes.
I can't do that. But there are some games you just know that, okay, Sevilla, Valencia, all those Valencia and they are...
Don't do Valencia Getafe this weekend. But don't try it for
El Clasico, you can do for over.
That game always has red cards.
2.5.
For cards.
Valencia Getafe always has red cards. Don't try it though.
But then that's the point to go for the red card.
Yes, I'll
go for the card.
But I now went to do red card the last time we played. There was now no red card. After like 7 consecutive red cards in those games.
I don't know why we've been saying it, but has anybody actually utilized handicaps?
In
Champions League?
No, Champions League, no. That Barca will score 4. No.
No, you know the teams. You will not do it for
like
free-flowing teams.
But imagine you play
Arsenal,
Shakhtar.
They gave Shakhtar 28. I was so sure that Arsenal will win, but I was so sure that we will not pipe them like that.
Because Saka was not there, no?
Yeah, I was so sure that we will not beat them like that. Imagine you
went to play handicap for Brest versus Salzburg. That ended 4-0. Nobody saw that.
No, there will be one-offs.
Even Monaco's game ended 5-1.
Brest, Leverkusen, everybody were carrying Leverkusen win. But yeah, so like the Champions League has actually, for me, over 10 so far after 3 game weeks. I rated 7. 7 over 10 for me so far.
8. I'm not calling 8 because I've not seen it. I think 7.
It's the
8 because I have enjoyed it.
What's your rating over 10 so far?
2.
Because Valencia is not there, so you can't really...
What's there to enjoy when my team is not there?
Fair enough. And maybe I think it's still game week 3, but I'm sure from the next game week when reality will start to hit in on this club, teams will start to wake up. We'll start to see
We're
already seeing the urgency, but I can tell you from next
if Madrid had lost that game against
Dortmund,
that would have been terrible.
When we start to see like when maybe PSG should lose again and reality hits them that look we might actually go out, we'll start to see high energy football. And anyways, that's just why we love the Champions League. Any format at all, whether the new format, the old format, the Champions League remains the holy grail of club football, and clubs will always continue to battle it out. For me personally, as a football fan, I'm hoping Real Madrid they don't do it this season. It's getting boring at this point. It's getting boring.
Was the fight too boring?
It was boring. It was boring.
Let them
beautiful. We wrote
Champions League. Then
fair enough.
Favor over
After that one, they should wrap it up.
So it's going to remain home.
Favor over
Liverpool. I can agree with that.
I just want him to just carry.
I swear he deserves it, man. He deserves it.
Because he has been carrying everything since nothing.
Yeah, I swear
let them carry him this time. Let him just chill.
True.
Just tap in, this thing and be going.
Fair enough.
But anyway, Atletico versus PSG, whoever doesn't win that match, or if they even go and draw,
so
them are in trouble.
Yeah, true.
4 points, 3 points by game 4.
And if you look at it, even for the coach of PSG, Luis Enrique, his job and it as well, because it's not looking rosy. There's anything that PSG take very important now. Is the Champions League, and it's not. They have not. After that good start that they had, you feel it was going to be.
I remember when I told you that PSG always starts well. Since
then, it's been rocky.
Anyways, we'll see how all of that will turn out to be. Tell us your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you enjoying the new Champions League format so far? Which teams are you backing to finish in the top 8? And what are you expecting to see in the next game week? All of this and many more as we look to hear from you in our comment section. Stay cool.